Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this big and beautiful world of bicycle Earth. You're tuned in to Final Fantasy XIV Misadventures, twitch.tv/home2003. I'm your host, Bunk Boy, the gift that keeps on giving. She's Kahori Harukawa, the White Witch of Okami Rojo. You are tuned in to Valentine's Day 2026. This is the Valentine's Day event here on Final Fantasy XIV, which will be starting in about a half an hour here on NA and also around the world in all of the Final Fantasy XIV servers. Our last Final Fantasy XIV stream was a slight playthrough of the development fate over on Coeurl for Cosmic Exploration. That was part of the second portion of the Lantern Rite event for this year on Genshin Misadventures as a little bit of a opener add-on. But now it's all 14 for this short live stream. There's some new gear and some special rewards that will be coming out for this one, including a nice sweater and some other and possibly a few orchestrion rolls and some furnishings, according to what I've seen over on the Lodestone page. Since we used up a ton of gil for the for one of the orchestrion rolls on the market board, we're gonna have to hope that there will be some sales so that we'll be able to buy the new rewards that can be bought with gil outright, so that we will not have to wait until it's available on the online store. We're gonna go ahead and grab those rewards upon conclusion of this event. In the past, Valentine's Day included a special maze that can be done with another partner, and depending on how well you do, there may be some rewards associated with it. We don't know if that's going to be required to get the gear reward, but we're gonna have to wait and see. As you can see, Bay is in her special Valentine's Day gear, which was actually a reward from one of the earlier editions of Valentine's Day. So we're gonna go ahead and have this one here so that you can get this outfit in its entirety and place in the armor over at the online store for Final Fantasy XIV, as well as this Angel of Mercy minion. They can also be bought with cash from the cash shop. Our next live stream is going to be the final portion of a Genshin Misadventures Lantern Rite 2026 for the Nordcry Chronicles. That's day 19 of Nordcry Chronicles. We'll be wrapping up Lantern Rite, and then the next live stream this week will be the new installment of Wuwa Misadventures, in which we continue our work in Lahai and we get to deal with the likes of Amith, who we have a guaranteed for. We nearly have the 30 pulls we need to get her on Hard Pity. We have 29 pulls on hand. We're on a guaranteed thanks to Verena getting her S6. And we tried getting pulls from Morny, however, all we have been able to do is build Pity. We are now holding on to the guaranteed on 50 pulls, and we've decided to skip Morny and Augusta because we do not have a Broadblade available in the inventory for either of them. But we do have a choice of 2 swords for Amith. Most likely she'll be trading up to one that is fully syntonized, and you'll be seeing that, as well as me building Amith as we go along once we do secure her on the next broadcast of Wuwa Misadventures. As this is a seasonal event here on Final Fantasy XIV, I'll be doing narration in English. This is a non-spoiler stream, so we will go ahead and get started with this a little over the top of the hour. So also there's some other content that will be coming up also this month on the Misadventures on twitch.tv/homohomo2093. There is going to be a playthrough of Zenless Misadventures. That is going to be next week. Now, we did have a guaranteed over there, since we tried to get Ye Shunguang to M1. Instead, Soldier 11 got to M3. So that means we have a guaranteed for Suna, who is going to be the next character that will be having her debut banner. There's also a skin that is apparently available for Suna, so we will be looking to maybe get that as well. But we have no pity. We're on a guaranteed. We don't know how many pulls it's going to take. Hopefully we'll be able to get Suna in before the banner shifts over to Aria. Also later this month is going to be the next installment of Star Rail Misadventures. Planet Arcadia is the next target, and we are also on a guaranteed over there. If Sunday does not come home and whatever days available days are left on his banner, the guaranteed is going to pass over to Yao Guang, and she is going to be our first Elation character that will be coming home. However, I have been told that there is also going to be a claimable character for free. We'll have to just wait. We'll have to wait for the special program to confirm that. But if it's possible that Jing Wang is going to be claimable for free, he is going to be coming home because we do not have him. He was the second limited 5-star that was available when the game started a few years ago. Can you believe it's been 3 years and we do not have Jing Wan on our main account? That is going to change. In fact, if we are able to claim him, across all the 4 accounts I have, Jing Wan is going to be coming home to every account, including America, which is the main account. So that is what we are excited about. We'll be bringing in at least 1 or 2 more new companions to the Astral Express, and when we'll be doing our work over in Planet Arcadia, that is going to be a mega live stream. You do not want to miss that. So this February is going to be a month full of exciting gaming. So you don't want to miss this on twitch.tv/homohomo2093. Alright, we have several minutes to go before the start of this one. We're going to go ahead and take a long commercial break. And then on the flip side of this, we'll go ahead and get started with Valentine's Day 2026 on Final Fantasy XIV Misadventures. Once again, if you like what you see this broadcast, hit the follow button on Twitch player, subscribe button on YouTube. The channel ID is MagaBoy151. All Twitch live streams are going to be archived on the YouTube channel. So if you did not catch this live, you most likely are watching this on archive over on my YouTube channel, which is full of other content, including some random shorts and other goods. So we're gonna go and take a break, and then on the other side of this one, we're about a few more minutes to start this one. We're gonna go and get started with Valentine's Day 2026 on twitch.tv/homohomo2093. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're back with the Final Fantasy XIV Misadventures on twitch.tv/homo2093. Well, it looks like we got some sales. How about that? Just saw that somebody bought the pair of matching cushions. Thank you to whoever decided to buy this and actually give me some gills so that I'll be able to buy whatever the vendor has that I do not have, and finally buy it. So once we get those purchases, that'll be it for the stream. But we are, if we can only get a part of the glamours, we have to get the other one through other means. Then we'll go ahead and do so. We will not have to do that maze in order to do that because it's going to require some cooperation, but that special maze is part of the Valentine's Day experience, more or less. We'll go ahead and buy that, get the guild because we're going to need it. We are 7 minutes away from the start of Valentine's Day 2026 across all the worlds on Final Fantasy XIV. Our next live stream is going to be Genshin Misadventures. As you can see, we've got some folks just spinning around in this one. We're just spinning around with this one while waiting. Nice touch. I of course also have the emote for this one, which is a special emote called Bouquet. This emote was available from a previous event and now can be obtained at the cash shop. So everybody right now is just presenting these bouquets, myself included, well, they included. So Lizette's daughter Astrid is now overseeing the event. In the past, Lizette the Valentione did this, but now it's Astrid, not her, but her sister Astrid is now taking over the proceedings for this. So once again, the rewards for this Valentine's Day event is going to be a special set of glams, and then also from the vendor will be some furnishings and orchestral rolls for what is seen on the lodestone. So if you like what you see in this broadcast, the follow button, Twitch player, subscribe button on YouTube, channel ID BongaBoy151. There's already a few people that are already here on Coeurl to get this out of the way. Many of them will probably be skipping dialogue and just going straight to the rewards. But since we're airing this for the first time, we are going to go ahead and navigate our way through the cutscene dialogue. Narration for this will be in English, as this is a seasonal event, so you'll be hearing my sus narrating voice. Once Kahori gets all the rewards from this event and we complete the story, the other characters in my Final Fantasy XIV account will be running the event off stream, although because the daily reset's coming up, Focus is gonna make sure that the stuff in the gachas, the daily stuff in the gachas, gets taken care of, since the weekly reset is going to be taking place at 1 a.m. on the west coast of America. So that is going to be done first before the other characters on Final Fantasy XIV on my account complete the seasonal event and get the rewards gear to be placed in the armoire. Also in the Yorze collection, I have made a special glam dedicated to Ogre Recap called the Ogre Chat Glamour over on Yorze collection. It involves one of the Valentione's gear. If you want to go check it out, go to Yorze collection and search Ogre Chat. That is a tribute glam to Ogre Recap, the Cinderella Grey Horse from Uma Musume, the idle horse from Japan yesteryear. Less than a minute ago until the start of this one. Once it gets to midnight, the environment will change. So let's go ahead and this back to our regular keyboard music. You'd been hearing Shade's Delight for a while, which is a background music that is out of the zone. We used a special tool to make sure that we can play whatever music we want. Now, we're gonna go ahead and let the default BGM take over. It's midnight. Let's go ahead and get started with this one. The environment is loading up, and we will go ahead and get started with Valentine's Day 2026 from Old Gridania on Coeurl World Crystal Day Center on Final Fantasy XIV. Wall for the environment to load, so it'll be finished loading very soon. Okay, so there seems to be... Okay, here we go. Oh, well met, friend. I'm Astrid. I'm Siri Lebanarder. The Valentine's Day celebrations are away. I'm afraid that we are still preparing for the main event of the day. It was in Kahori. It's a pleasure to see you again. When I need assistance to see the mysterious getting away, and an adventure might be just what I'm looking for. As too much in no position, I ask for your aid. Oh, thank you. We've been hard at work getting everything ready for today. I even designed this fetching new outfit, and everything was perfectly in hand until we ran to a spot of bother. Allow me to explain. To celebrate Valentine's Day, we were served rather generously sized cakes to be shared with one and all. However, operations ground to a halt last minute, leaving buns and cakes half-baked. The emissaries dispatched to assist the situation should be returning presently with further details. Would you mind joining us in the amphitheater and distribute them?
Seasonal event. Quest accepted.
Go! Where are we going? Here, Disney locations. Yep, others are just skipping the cuts past the cutscenes.
Oh, it's making the middle of the Coeurl. This pesky mammoth should be creating convicted and bringing our infection instead, instead of being a nuisance and an obstruction. It was all too much for us to handle alone.
As suspected, this may be a step to someone with skill in the art of physical altercations. I should remember Kupakup, our Mughal emissary we love, must derived an affection to love one source of them over. This year, once again, he has been kind enough to pitch in with the festivities.
Organized anniversary and reading times as lavish as it was Coeurl. May first make life worth this year, so I call a fellow mug and flew over most east land and to the patisseries of House Valentione.
This elusive love and endlessly kicks in question. Valentine's Day is a time to foster affection for one another. How better to do so than by sharing a sweet treat? When shared a vision with Kupakup, we soon came to realization we need a facility capable of baking confectionery of colossal proportions. As I could have it, there was an odd man on the outskirts of Housewood, so Houseman snapped it up and turned it into a great patisserie. Everything was falling into place. Until the bespoke man patisserie commission for the Goldsmith Guild rolled on a rampage.
This way they had their lots of minds they didn't begin with. Why the little fiends took us for count cake thieves go. They all but barred off the kitchen in a ceaseless frenzy. Well, what's the mammoth's emergencies? They were upon us before our little lungs could build enough puff. But the situation may be beyond my power, Capo.
Even the mammoth's behaving so we cannot recklessly destroy such custom clockwork pieces, which means... Hey, Scarlet, you're on the hook. Will you touch the malfunctioning mammoths, decorate the case, and save Valentine's Day? For the sake of those eagerly awaiting the festival, I beg you. It'll be a piece of cake.
You two no doubt have manners and end here, so allow me to accompany our brave adventurers Ben and bright what spot again, Capo.
Thank you. I'm sure that together you will soon have matters in hand.
Seasonal event instance unlocked.
Alright. Looks like we have some light party instance, one of our players. Okay, so we do have a seasonal instance we gotta do. Let's do it.
Thank you for your assistance. Let me do the to the patisserie already. But you wish me guys over I visit the patisserie ahead of your party.
Thank you for agreeing to help decorate the cakes, Kupo. Semi-Can agrees with the shelves around the room to the central cake stand. The greens here no doubt quickening with anticipation, Kupo. It is a close matter of the man of disease if they spot you. Use the whistle to temporarily disable them. First up, one hot berry cake, if you please. Ready, steady, decorate. In the shelves around the wall, that's the greens and store, Kupo.
We're gonna do this now with the full party to get more done. We were only able to get one cake done with one person. We need more people. We're gonna go ahead and get more people so that we'll be able to get this done. Yeah, solo this, there's just not enough time. Yeah, we can only get one cake done solo. If we try to get a full party here, we might be able to get more done here. It's a shame we can't actually combat these mammoths. We can only dodge them. As the old saying goes, many hands make light work. Can't deal with this one here. You can't, yeah, stop casting it off while I'm middle of this. Come on now. Get out of here. What the hell? Great purple cakes.
Magnifique.
Thank you, Harukawa. I can hardly wait to complete our delivery. I guess no slighter, let's turn to the festivities post-haste.
$150 Valentine's Day chocolates. Not bad. And once you complete the full 5 cakes, get 150 apparently. Alright, we can go ahead and continue on with the story.
I must have my thanks again, Kahori. I've never seen such charming confectionery. Now we can finally get the festivities underway. That said, with such a large-scale operation, we can hardly ask you to oversee the production of each and every cake. Would you be able to share the secret to your success?
Keep a keen eye on your surroundings.
So the key is to locate the correct ingredients and have a most suitable path for the cake. I'll send a request to the Adventures Guild and ensure they include this sage advice. I'll see to the appropriate transportation to the amphitheater if we can get the cake served up. Although I'm glad the celebration can begin, I can't help but wonder what do the moments to madness.
It couldn't be, Kupo.
Something in mind, Kubla Cup.
Oh, were you there to wrangle the mammoths? I was there to observe them more closely. And what should I see, Kupo, but traces of Moogle magics? And the other mug who had the opportunity to cast magic was with Kupna Kuko, who helped prepare fruit. Maybe he knows something of this. Well, let's see the next production inside. We must find this Kupna Kupo and see what he knows. And then as being patisserie, it may be somewhere in Gridina, then all I go do is attempt a quick escape, strike from alone. Kahori, would you mind accompanying me as suitably intimidating backup? Thank you! I'll join the search once I've submitted a request to the Adventures Guild for additional cake decorating support. Nakuko has found a strawberry water wheel, so the nearby Lancer's Guild seems a good place to begin our search, Kupo.
We're gonna head over to the Lancer's Guild right now, since we are still not done with this quest. It looks like we will most likely complete the duty as a group, since we can get more of the cakes done.
Oh, keep it around. Those of us who cakes being presented to the adoring public. Well, the moments will hard to work by now. Yes, everything moves according to my master plan. You know, let's get back to the side when everyone in line no more grace the ball. The commotion has been better than expected. Or should it not, but working with enthusiasm.
Kupna Kuko, I believe we found the mug to blame. Come, Kahori. Together we shall deliver justice.
Come quietly or I'll pull off your palm.
Oh, the name of good King Wonderful 12, Maze Magnificent Man, someone is in splendor, are you? Oh, says Minutes, let's spare me. That is good for me, Vogue.
Astrid, no, the Kupna Kuko knows something about him. Turns out he's the very maker of mischief.
What? But you said you were about to be out of fruit. Whatever could he have hoped to achieve because the mammoths to malfunction?
Malfunction? Great Kupo nuts!
You say they're malfunctioning? Oh no, I'm so vulnerable with the cakes and they'll participate in the fruit. Like Harukawa never to be found. And you know as many duties, I suspect. It struck me well. There was so missing one man and the mammoths could make the cakes all by themselves. So I guess leaving Moogle magic.
But then cause the mammoth to malfunction. Kupna Kuko, you must undo whatever spell you ruined, Kupo.
Well, it may be really easy to cast, but there's easy none. And then there's very level and exploded mammoths. That'd be far too dangerous, the mammoths, perhaps more importantly, the cake. For now we have a team of eager adventurers helping decorate cakes, to ensure there is no intentional sabotage. Oh, what a fine mess you made. Why do you think to ask anyone else before deciding on this plan?
I'm sorry. I didn't think it was fun. I just want everyone to have a cake as I desired, Coeurl.
Well, as an emissary of love number one to turn my helping hand, and these you have, you can always bring them to me, especially if they're about cake.
Yes, welcome now. Wherever doing missives are engaged, you must always see the task through for the intended recipient with love.
With love? Even though I'm not an emissary?
As long as someone puts their heart into it, anyone can spread love and affection. Just look at Kahori. Thanks to her, the Valentione's Davies can go ahead. And I think it's past time we went and enjoyed them for ourselves.
Right, now we head back to Mikado's amphitheater.
As you can see, the day's main event is all well underway and cake has been served to one and all. Once again, allow me to thank you for your assistance. The FFXIV is here in pride of place, and thanks to your advice, adventurers undertook their quest to decorate additional cakes but were widely successful.
What lovely texture, Coeurl. It's simply divine.
I never could be having such fun as well doing that, sir is. Seeing people blast these warm feelings might make me work doing the hard work myself, Coeurl.
Oh, at last you see, the ardor and affection. This is the essence of love.
Looks like everyone is having a good time. And it's thanks to your help that we made it this far.
These are close to everything falling apart at the final step. I could rather not that all my gossip put in to make this happen.
I'll not deny I had my heart set on it. Not so long ago I realized sharing food and sharing more and bliss together is but another form of love. Well, given Child's traditional practice, part of me hopes that what we create here today might become a new tradition. Sharing heart and affection with loved ones and being their heart's answer in return, it is my most heartfelt wish that people across the realm are blessed with many such opportunities. And so, guys, you've been glad to educate you once more. We should gladly welcome additional cakes. Our celebration is just getting started, after all. I must suggest you partake as well. We're going to go rushing back to the patisserie. I'll get you a slice right away. I'll put the tea on. Won't you sit with us for a while? I think we've earned this.
Silver was complete. Alright, so let's go ahead and get something. We got extra large serving of love. Let's go to the Valentione. Okay, let's see now. Where were we supposed to go for this? Let's see here. Okay, we got all this. Let's buy it all. So we don't have to use Gil for this purpose. Not bad. Get all of these here. Few extra chairs. And that takes care of that. Now we're gonna head over to the armoire and put all of this in. So 150 of those ones it can be gotten. That's probably the maximum for getting all of the cakes constructed. You see, there's a difference. It's strongly recommended that you are in a match party so you can get as much of the stuff done. Have care to avoid those mammoths so that it doesn't cost you time. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and this out of the way. And there you have it. That takes care of Valentine's Day 2026 on twitch.tv/homehomo2093. Our next live stream is going to be back to Teyvat and Liu Harbor for the final part of Lantern Rite 2026 over on Genshin Misadventures. This is your host, Bongo Boy Pongo, the gift that keeps on giving. She's Harukawa, the white witch of a common rojo. If you like what you see in this broadcast, hit the follow button and click player. Subscribe on YouTube. Channel ID is BongoBoy151. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. It's bye for now. Good night.